Welcome to Fortress Feed from Steel Fortress, your weekly dose of privacy, security, and everything in between. Today, we're diving into the intricate world of OSINT, that's open source intelligence, and exploring how it impacts your personal privacy and digital security. In an era where information is currency, OSINT has become one of the most powerful tools for gathering data about individuals and organizations. The crazy thing is, it doesn't rely on covert operations or hacking. It's all about using publicly available information, which means that if you don't know how to protect yourself, you might be leaving a trail far easier to follow than you think. So what is OSINT really? Well, simply put, OSINT is intelligence collected from publicly accessible sources like websites, social media, public records, forums, and even seemingly harmless sources like metadata embedded in photos or videos. What makes it so powerful is that almost anyone with basic internet skills can gather a substantial amount of information on a target without ever leaving their desk. In fact, many intelligence agencies, law enforcement, and even private investigators use OSINT as a foundation for their research. It's that effective. But here's the kicker. If others can use OSINT to gather information on you, it means your privacy is more at risk than ever. So today, we're going to explore both sides of the OSINT coin, how it's used for investigation and intelligence gathering, and how you can protect yourself from becoming an easy target. Let's start by digging deeper into how OSINT is applied. Picture this. You're conducting a background check. Maybe it's for a business partnership, or maybe you're just curious about someone's online presence. Using publicly available sources, you can dig up everything from someone's social media activity, location history, public records, or even connections with other people. By cross-referencing data from social media platforms, professional networks like LinkedIn, or even personal blogs, you can build a surprisingly accurate picture of someone's life. And it doesn't stop there. Digging through archives of news stories, patents, court records, or databases that list company officers or property ownership can give you a lot of insight into someone's past and present. That's OSINT in action. And here's the wild part. It's legal. Unlike hacking or unauthorized access, OSINT operates entirely within the law by using information that's publicly available. What's scarier is that many people unknowingly leave breadcrumbs all over the internet, making them easy targets for anyone with malicious intent. Let me share a quick example. Imagine you have a public Facebook profile. You post regularly about your favorite coffee shop, your weekend plans, and your recent vacation. To you, it's all harmless fun. But to an OSINT investigator, you've just handed over a treasure trove of information. Your favorite hangout spots, your routine, your location history, and even details about who you're with. All of this can be collected, analyzed, and used to track your movements or build a detailed profile about you. Add that to data from other platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, and even online forums, and suddenly your digital footprint tells a far more complete story than you ever intended. That's one side of OSINT, its use as a powerful investigative tool. But now let's look at the other side. How can you protect yourself from being exposed to these very techniques? Well, it starts with understanding your own digital footprint. In a sense, everyone has a threat model, meaning your unique combination of risks, vulnerabilities, and exposure. The first step in guarding against OSINT-based privacy invasions is knowing what information you've made public and reducing that exposure. Let's break that down into a few practical steps. First, audit your social media presence. One of the easiest ways people are tracked or profiled is through their social media accounts. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter are gold mines for OSINT practitioners. And while it might be fun to share your latest vacation or career update, keep in mind that every piece of information you post can be used to trace your habits, whereabouts, and connections. Consider making your profiles private and limiting the information you share publicly. Next, be mindful of metadata. Now, metadata is one of those invisible things that OSINT investigators love. Metadata is data that provides information about other data. For example, if you upload a photo to the internet, the image might contain hidden metadata that shows where and when the photo was taken, or even the type of device you used. This is often referred to as EXIF data. To protect yourself, make sure to strip metadata from your images before posting them online. There are tools designed specifically for this, like EXIF tool, which can help you clean up your digital files. And speaking of tools, let's talk about how to take control of your digital footprint in a broader sense. If you're serious about maintaining your privacy, start by opting out of data broker services. There are websites that exist solely to aggregate and sell your personal information, including your name, address, email, and even buying habits. These databases are a prime resource for OSINT. But the good news is that many of these services offer opt-out options. Websites like Delete Me or PrivacyDuck can help with removing your data from major aggregators. Now, I want to take this conversation one step further, because at Steel Fortress, we're all about taking privacy to the next level. We've been talking about public data that you can control, but what about reducing your exposure on platforms and services that collect information behind the scenes, like your browsing history or location data? This is where privacy-focused tools like VPNs, secure browsers like Brave or Tor, and encrypted messaging apps like Signal can make a world of difference. These tools help keep your digital activities hidden from prying eyes and reduce the amount of data being collected about you in the first place. But here's the truth. No matter how much you minimize your digital footprint, you'll never be able to eliminate it completely. That's why the most important strategy is staying informed. Know the risks, understand the techniques, and always be aware of what information you're sharing, knowingly or unknowingly. In future episodes, we'll dive even deeper into specific techniques for protecting your privacy against OSINT techniques. We'll explore topics like data breaches and leaks, the role of encrypted communications, and even how to disappear from the web altogether if your threat model requires it. So, whether you're a privacy enthusiast or someone just beginning their journey into the world of personal security, stay tuned. Here at Steel Fortress, our mission is to equip you with the knowledge and tools to keep your digital life private and secure. You've been listening to Fortress Feed from Steel Fortress. If you found today's episode valuable, make sure to subscribe and share it with anyone who needs a little more privacy in their life. And remember, in the age of information, knowledge is your best defense. Until next time, stay safe, stay private, and keep building your fortress.